Hello everyone, welcome back to Atreyu Crochet. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you another swatch. You can use a swatch to make an afghan, a scarf, a throw, what have you. Let's get to it. Things you will need: just some medium 4 yarn, a crochet hook that is US size 5, 5.5, or 6. I'm using a 6, which is size J. So we'll start out with a slip knot. We'll take the yarn and we'll wrap it around our finger that way. We'll twist exchange and then wrap it around that way. We'll pull this one over that one and off the finger while lifting up on the loop on your finger. Insert your crochet hook into the hole and pull to tighten. So for this pattern we use a multiple of 5 and then we add 4 more chains. So I'm going to do 5 times 3, which is 15, and then plus 4, that will take me to 19. So I'm going to crochet out 19 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Alright, so this will be my width. This will be a nice width for a scarf. You can go a little bit wider if you really want it to be a thick, wide scarf. Alright, so that's my multiple of 5 plus 4. So now for row 1, we're going to make a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. Alright, so here's the hook. Here's the 1st chain from the hook, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. We're going to put a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. And remember, when you make a double crochet, you yarn over before entering the stitch. So yarn over, go back 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll enter there. Now we yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, go through 2. 1, 2. Yarn over, go through 2. 1, 2. By crocheting into the 4th chain from the hook when the hook was there, that left us with 3 chains, okay? And those 3 chains will count as a double crochet. Alright, so now we are going to skip 3 chains and we're going to chain 3 as well, okay? So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now down here we're going to skip 3 chains. And in that 4th chain away, we're going to put a double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over to prepare. So I'm yarning over, and now I'm going to skip 3 chains. The double crochet, as you can see, is in that chain. So that's not one of the chains that we're counting. We skip the next 3. So skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in this 4th chain away, that's where we're going to put the double crochet that we're preparing to make by yarning over. Okay, so we're going to go there. So I've yarned over, skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in this 4th chain, that's where we're going to make our double crochet. And then in the next chain, right next to it, we're going to make another double crochet. So just like that. Alright, and now we're going to repeat this pattern. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 3 chains, and then in the 4th chain, we're going to put a double crochet. So yarn over, skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in this 4th one away, that's where we're going to put a double crochet. And then in the very next chain, right next to it, we're going to put a double crochet. Alright, let's do it one more time. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, skip 1, 2, 3, and then in the next chain, we'll put a double crochet. And that will leave us with 1 chain, and we're going to put a double crochet in it. So right next to it at the end. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, beautiful, right? Alright, so that's row 1. Row 2, to start row 2, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that chain 3 will count as a double crochet. Alright, so we'll turn our work now. So the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. We're going to skip this next double crochet and go immediately into this chain 3 space. Why do we call it a chain 3 space? Because we chain 3 and it's a space, so the chain 3 space. And in that chain 3 space, you guys, we're going to put 5 double crochet. So yarn over, go into the chain 3 space, just go into that open hole. Okay, see it? Alright, yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, and then yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Alright, that's 1. We have 4 more to make, so I'm just going to make these 2. You guys can slow this down if you need to. 3, back in there for 4, back in there for 5. Alright, so that is what it looks like. So we went from the chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, we skipped the next stitch and we went into the chain 3 space and put 5 double crochet. Now we're going to make 5 more double crochet in the next chain 3 space. Okay, so basically we're skipping these 2 double crochet. Okay, so yarn over, skip 1, skip 2, and go to this chain 3 space and make 5 double crochet. So 1, back in there for 2, back in there for 3, back in there for 4, back in there for 5. Okay, alright, we'll skip these 2 double crochet and go into the next chain 3 space and make 5 double crochet. 1, back in there for 2, back in there for 3, back in there for 4, and back in there for 5, like that. Okay, and then we're going to skip the next one, and in that final stitch where that chain 3 is in the top chain, that's where we're going to put a double crochet. So yarn over, skip this one, and then this is that chain 3, go into the top chain and then just make a double crochet. See how I just went in there? Okay, and make your double crochet on the end. And so you see there's symmetry, right? We started with the chain 3 and we skipped that one, and then we put the 5 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Alright, then we went to the next chain 3 space, put 5 double crochet. Then we went to the next chain 3 space, put 5 double crochet. And then we skipped that second one from the end and put a double crochet in the top chain of that one. Okay, so on both sides we skipped that second stitch. In this case it was the second stitch there, in this case it was the second to last stitch. So the second stitch from the end we skipped. Alright, let's do row 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn our work, and this time, as before, the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. We're going to go into the very next stitch and we're going to put a double crochet. So you guys get to slice some icing off the top of the cake now. Yarn over, okay, go into the next stitch, which is there, slice the icing off the top of the cake and make your double crochet. Okay, like that. Now we're going to skip the next 3 double crochet. Okay, so we're going to chain 3 first, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to yarn over to prepare. So skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in this 4th one away, that's where we're going to make the double crochet. Okay, I'll show you the side view now. So I'm yarning over, skip 1, 2, 3, and then this 4th one right there, that's where we're going to put a double crochet. So you chain 3 to create that space, okay? And you already know for the next row we're going to put 5 double crochet in there. Alright, and now we put the double crochet in that 4th one away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to put another double crochet in the very next one. This should look and sound familiar to you because it was what we did in row 1. See how these 2 are lined up over those 2 down there? Okay, so these 2 line up with those 2, these 2 line up with those 2. Alright, so now we just repeat. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in this 4th one, that's where we're going to put the next double crochet, slicing the icing off the top of the cake. And in the next stitch, we will also put a double crochet, slicing the icing off the top of the cake. So if you go back a couple of rows, you'll see that these groupings of 2 double crochet together should be right on top of each other. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over to prepare, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this fourth one away, we will slice the icing off the top of the cake and make a double crochet. And then of course in the end stitch we always just put a double crochet in that top chain. So yarn over, find the top chain and enter it wherever you can, okay, and then make your double crochet. And you will see that these two double crochets should line up, okay. Alright, now it's time to repeat row 2. So from here on out you're going to repeat rows 2 and 3, okay. Chain 3, we always start out by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work. Now we know we skip the next stitch and we go immediately to the chain 3 space, and that's where we put our 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, like that. Now we go immediately to the next chain 3 space and put 5 more double crochet, which is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. Now we go to the next chain 3 space and put 5 double crochet in there. That was 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. You guys already know this part. This is 5. Okay? And then remember, for symmetry's sake, when we chain 3 here, we skip that second stitch there. So on the end, we're going to skip the second to last stitch and then put a double crochet in the top chain, the third chain up of that chain 3 on the end. Alright? And that's what you have. Now it's time to repeat row 3 again, which was this row. Okay, so remember, you always start out by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work. With this row, you go into the next stitch, okay? It happens to be the first double crochet of that grouping of 5. We're going to slice the icing off the top of the cake and make a double crochet in there, like that. And now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. When you chain 3, that should clue you in that you're about to skip 3 stitches, okay? So when you yarn over to prepare, skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in that 5th double crochet, in that grouping of 5, we're going to put a double crochet. And then remember, with this row, you always have 2 consecutive double crochet together, okay? So we had the chain 3 counted as 1, and then we had the actual double crochet, that's 2. We just made 1, so that means we need to put a double crochet in the next stitch, the very next stitch, because they're consecutive. And now we chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. You chain 3, that should tell you you're about to skip 3. Yarn over to prepare. Skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and then that 4th chain away, which happens to be the 5th double crochet, we'll make a double crochet. But this row, remember, you always have 2 consecutive double crochets, so we'll make a double crochet in the next stitch like we just did. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over to prepare, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th stitch away, which happens to be the 5th double crochet in that grouping of 5. Okay, we put a double crochet and then we're at the end, so we always put a double crochet in the 3rd chain up, 1, 2, 3, or the top chain. Okay, and we just keep repeating rows 2 and 3. Okay, for this pattern. I think this is called like box blocks or something like that. It's really beautiful, really easy, works up very fast, and I think you guys are gonna love it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, but I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, happy crocheting, you guys.